Hello. My name is Chris Ringstaff. I'm an experimental archaeologist and I'm a Texas State alum. Uh, Today I want to give a brief presentation and demonstration on blade technology. So what is a blade? Well, simply put, a blade is a specialized flake that is twice as long as it is wide. This one quite a bit longer than is wide. And it is removed from a prepared core. Only takes a single strike to remove it, so it's a fairly expedient technology. So what's the advantage of blade technology? Well, so from a single piece of raw material, a prepared core, you can remove quite a bit of cutting edge from one piece of raw material. So if you look at this in terms of centimeters of cutting edge, that's a lot of cutting edge. Okay, so that's the advantage. It's efficient use of the material and you get a lot of cutting edge and it's very expedient. And the edges that come off these things are pretty sharp. So, alright, so I kind of want to put this in the context of, Clovis technology, since you guys are studying Paleo-Indian archaeology. So I guess the Bible of Clovis blade technology, well, is aptly titled Clovis Blade Technology by Michael Collins. It's a very easy read. It's well done, and Dr. Collins really, gives a good overview and detailed analysis of the blade technology. And so in the book, he describes several different kinds of cores. Conical blade cores, and so this would be a conical core. Cylindrical core, and you can see the facets from all the removals. This would be the platform surface, and that's just the spot that is struck either directly or indirectly to detach the blade. And then, oh, where is that guy? Wedge-shaped core. There we go. And so this flat piece was actually turned on end, and the blades were removed in this manner to get full length. And so the shape of the raw material is going to kind of dictate the kind of core that you can produce off of it. A flat piece of raw material, it's kind of a big one, but it's nice and flat. It's going to be kind of difficult to make a conical blade core. This would probably lend itself better to a wedge-shaped core, even though it is kind of large and unwieldy. This would be a good example. Now here's kind of a very kind of rounded piece. Here's another good example. Now from this one you could easily make a conical shaped core or a cylindrical core. Alright. So those are some of the different core types, and those are the raw material considerations in the production of cores. Now so as far as a demonstration, so let me make a couple of blades just so you guys can see, the process and how these are made. And so you'll have to forgive this video. This is all one shot, no edits. So we'll see how this goes. Flint knapping is kind of like a golf game. Some days you have good days, some days bad days. Let's see what happens. All right. So what I'm going to use here, this is a soft limestone hard hammer. And I'm using a piece of Edwards chert from the Edwards formation, and it's this particular piece is from north central Texas on the Lampasas Company. So let's see here. All right. So there's like the first strike, and essentially what I'm doing with this core now, I'm starting to shape it, right? So this is it's just about twice as long as it is wide, and this is what I would almost call what has been called sometimes a primary blade. Okay, it's part of the shaping process, and certainly you could modify it and turn it into something, or it might well be waste. Okay, and so here, where the raw material juts out a little bit, may require a little bit of modification. So here, so you can see all the debitage, or the chips that are coming off in the manufacture. Alright, so here's another blade. Aha! So nice sharp edge on this side, Cortex on this side. Actually refits with that blade. So, alright, knock off a few more. And so this would be hard hammer percussion, but this is in the shaping process, so this is early on. There we go. So another blade. Let's see where that one fits in. Right there. Alright. So now I'm starting to generate the facets. Ooh! This stuff's no fooling. So yeah, generate the facets on my blade core. And so now I'm going to be ready for, let's go with some soft hammer direct percussion. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to isolate a platform, and I'm going to grind it a little bit. Alright, and you're just going to have to forgive me because I am bleeding a little bit. Can't have a good session without a little bit of blood. So I've got some heavy billets here. I've got some elk, I've got some moose, and another elk. And so let's see what we can do here with this one. Alright. That was just kind of rubbing that against there. Someone told me he's just going to keep bleeding. Well, we're just going to have to bleed through this thing. Alright. So, alright, so there's a pretty large blade flake. A larger platform than I would have preferred on this, but still got some cutting edge on it. It's a little thick, but we can work with that. It's a good termination. Went for the full length of the core, so let me take my hammer stone and I'm going to shape this thing a little bit more. Alright, and see about another removal. Okay, and right there. Alright, so that was our removal. The blade actually split on me. It's okay. That happens from time to time. So we're going to place that right there. Alright, and so those are two facets right there. And let's go for one more removal. And I'll probably have to go get a band-aid before I do the biface. Alright. So this one, actually, I got two pieces to come off. So I must have had two contact points, and but I got a nice blade there, and essentially kind of a blade flake that it came off. So I got a twofer. Alright, so there we go. So we've got our blade core going, and well, and we got a little blood letting in as well. So hey, hope you guys were entertained. No worries, I'll be fine. And so that's the overview of blade technology, and study hard and be safe out there, and my best.